Hey, what's up everyone? Big D here. It's time to review The Flash, Season 1, Episode 10, titled Revenge of the Rouges. This is a spoiler review. After a long hiatus off of The Flash, it is finally back, baby. Also, Supernatural's back. Just real quick, if you're finding me for the first time, on Tuesdays I review the final season of Justified, Parks and Recreation, Supernatural, and The Flash. Also be reviewing Arrow tomorrow and American Horror Story, etc., etc., etc. Check it out on my channel. Thank you guys for joining me. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, pros to cons, give you my opinions, and the final score at the end, and talk about it. By the way, real quick, before we get into it, I do a podcast called In the Flash Podcast. It'll be on Thursdays. Post your questions down below, and I'll answer them on the podcast if you have any questions about tonight's episodes or remaining future episodes for the Rouges. So tell me, man. Let's get started real quick. I'll go quick on it. And first off, they're testing on Ferris Field, and of course Barry catches a missile, by the way, and it's the most badass thing. I love those moments where he slows down. Well, not, you could see him slow down, and it's just one of those badass moments. Wells likes Reverse Flash name. Of course, no one knows he's Reverse Flash except us. He's one of them. And he's like, I like the name. I like it. So, Captain Cold is back, baby. Also, Heatwave is with him, which his name is Mick Rory. Basically, Wells wants Barry to focus on the Reverse Flash and not on Heatwave and Captain Cold. Star Labs gives the cops cold riot shields where they could resist the cold from his gun. Barry reads fast. He read an article for Firestorm Project for Caitlin. Captain Cold and Heatwave, they go and steal a painting, and the cops arrive and a full-on action sequence goes. Basically, they escape with the painting. Basically, Captain Cold and Heatwave, they argue, man. These people are from Prison Break. Wentworth and the other actor. I've not seen Prison Break yet, but I heard it's so freaking good, and I will see it one day. Trust me. So basically, they argue, and basically Heatwave burns the painting, and they're like, "We gotta destroy the Flash," you know. So they're gonna. That's their #1 goal. They go after Caitlin because they go after someone close, and she was looking at Martinstein, which is like the half of Firestorm, half Ronnie Raymond. So that's that. They broadcast on TV, basically doing a Dark Knight type of move, and Leonard Snart, which is Captain Cold, he's like, come out, wherever you are, Flash." It was really cool. It was really not cheesy, but comic booky in a way. And you're like, you know what, this works. It does work. So they're off to battle. The Flash fights them on live television and everything. Caitlin is saved by Cisco and Joe, and Eddie defended the Flash. And basically, after that, they defeat Captain Cold and Heatwave, and they're arrested. Iris moves out. She says her goodbyes. Barry is to move back inside. He moves in a flash. And Captain Cold, and the after credit scene, Captain Cold's sister, he has a sister, breaks him out of the Iron Heights, transporting him to prison, and Heatwave and Leonard Snart, they get saved by his sister, and all we hear Heatwave says is, "Nice." So overall, what did I think about this mid-season break premiere episode, the mid-season premiere episode? Okay, we got that done. I thought that this episode was very good. It wasn't great. We've had better Flash episodes, but it wasn't all that bad. It was actually a great premiere for the mid-season break. I'll start off with my cons first. This episode was slow. It wasn't boring, but it was just slow at certain parts. I can't name the parts. I don't know them myself, but it was slow in a way. I don't know whether it was personally me or not, but the feeling wasn't there tonight for me. Sure, there are moments, but you know, it's not like a long time ago where I was like, Heatwave, oh my god, it's so crazy. It's not like that. I'm not like that anymore. I'm just like, Heatwave, okay, cool gadgets, alright, but I'm not like a little kid inside where I'm like, oh my god, it's so fun. I'm not like that, and I used to be like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's just personally me right now, or the way the temperature is, or my fan sucks, it's on, but there's no air coming out. I switched it, both blades. It doesn't work. I don't know, but, it's just a feeling. Now, I'll get to my pros. There are a lot of pros, but also, I like Caitlin Snow, or, is that her name? Caitlin Snow? Danielle Panabaker, I've seen her grown up, man, throughout the years of from Disney Channel to now, and you know, I like her character. It's just her getting taken. It's like two plots in one. You know, one full episode should be if someone's taken, like his partners. He should focus on that. But of course, they had Cisco and Caitlin. You know, they had them go and get Caitlin. So, but still, I mean, it wasn't really necessary for her to get taken. But I guess it's kind of helped the Flash in a way. I'm just saying I wasn't fully on board with that. But hey, it still worked out fine. The pros. First off, the effects in this episode are freaking fantastic. From the guns and the fire and him grabbing the missile and everything, it just looks so freaking awesome. And it's not one of those where you're like, it's super fake, because it is fake, but it makes it look so good and realistic on the screen. Eddie's character has transformed. You know, at first I didn't like Eddie. I'm starting to like Eddie now because he's going for the Flash now. He's not one of those where we thought he was a reverse Flash and he's going to soon hate the Flash. But he likes the Flash right now, and he's finally liking him. He finally believes in him, and he defended him too. The costume designs on this is freaking awesome. I like Heatwave's costume. The way his character is portrayed, I think he does a great job. I like Captain Cold's costume. I think it's so comic booky that it's so cool. And the way that when the Flash got burned, the way it looked, the design looked super freaking awesome. He's going to be getting a new suit, most likely. I really like the ending. The ending it's an emotional scene where he's saying goodbye to Iris, of course, and only 10 minutes away, but it's still an emotional scene, and I like the ending very well. I like the after credit scene. That was one of the best after credit scenes I've seen. I was thinking something's going to happen because they're showing them and they're talking, so something major's going to happen, and who knew? I did not expect Captain Cold's sister to help him out. That was really cool. I love the opening. It's one of the best openings for the Flash, of him running away from a robot. Another great effects, man. It was really cool from the drone and him shooting. Perfect. Again, the villains. I'm a really big fan of Captain Cold and Heatwave. I think they're portrayed very well. And having a Prison Break reunion on here is really interesting and really cool. I like the humor. Cisco brings a lot of humor into this. Harrison Wells brings minor humor into this, but it's still pretty awesome. And there's a Ghostbusters reference. Bill Murray. After that, real quick, all I could say is it's fun, good writing, the action, the battle, the action in this is not bad. I've seen better action, but for what we had, you know, it wasn't an epic showdown, like, because all they're doing is shooting their guns and just a little zoom past, try to get them to connect to each other like Ghostbusters. It wasn't really like it wasn't like that. So really, the action, it was entertaining, but not like, oh, best episode ever. Yes. No, it wasn't nothing like that. So the villains were good. They were well portrayed, and I'm happy that they broke out, because now they're going to return in future episodes, because this is only the Revenge of the Rogues. And but it lacked something. It lacked something, and that's up for all of us to decide what we think it lacked. But something felt like it was missing in this episode. I don't know what it was. Possibly Firestorm was missing. They could have showed Firestorm. Not just that. Some parts were missing. There's a part, a spice that is not on the, sandwich, man. They left the pepper out of the ham, So definitely, it's just, that's up to us to look for. But overall, it was an enjoyable episode. It was fun, and I'm glad that Pied Piper comes out next week on my birthday, January 27th, in 7 days. So super excited. I'm going to give Revenge of the Rogues a solid B, which is a 8.50 out of a 10. Definitely, I'd watch it again, and it has a lot of Easter eggs in there. It really does. I've caught a couple. But my top 3 moments is when he was testing in the beginning. That's number 3. Number 2 is when they're moving out and Iris says goodbye and everything, their goodbyes. It was a really emotional and kind of awkward yet cute moment. And number 1 is when Captain Cold and Heatwave get busted out of Iron Heights transportation. So overall, thanks again for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed. Remember to post the questions for the In the Flash podcast. Hit that like button, comment, possibly subscribe. I'd enjoy that a lot. See you next week for more Flashman, which is called The Sound and the Fury. Oh gosh. May the Spock be with you always.